So what's up guys, Alexa here, back again with another training vlog, and in this video I'll walk you through some of my training styles right now that I'm doing with my program, my physique right now, what I'm aiming for in the gym, how I'm doing so far, rest on recovery and some tips on those, and the cruciality of recovery specifically. Most people think that training hard is just the only key, but the thing is, you also need to dial in your recovery because you're leaving a lot of gains on the table just by not recovering properly. It's such an important step, in my opinion, because that is where the gains really happen. So right now I'm training up pretty much technically every day. I mean, so I have 5 days a week where I train specifically. So like it could be like upper lower session, a back chest session, arm day, whatnot. Um, it's just kind of how I'm training right now. I enjoy training and splitting my workout so I can recover better. And then the body part specifically that I train kind of varies, but usually it's more of like a upper lower split sort of. So Monday I'm doing like more upper body, fully focused, so like back, chest, and arms and everything. And then abs I train every day that I actually train, so at least 4 times a week. You can train abs 5 times a week, but I find four is enough. Sometimes you don't need to go overboard, honestly, and let your abs recover. Otherwise, intensity wise, I keep my intensity high, do lesser sets. So like it's pretty much 1 to 2 sets that are hard that I'm aiming for. I'm right now doing 2 sets on most exercises. I find that to be fairly optimal and useful, and like it's good also for content. I feel to do 2 sets so I can get more content recorded for me personally. So it really depends on your goals and what you want to go after. Um, that's how I like to train personally. Right now I've hit quite a few PRs. I'd say like on arms I've hit a little bit of a PR on triceps. Biceps maybe not hugely on the pre-show curl a little bit, but otherwise some tricep PRs and forearms are alright right now, but I'm still kind of working. Arms are definitely hardest part to probably grow. It doesn't matter if you're bulking or not bulking, they're definitely a hard part to grow either way. It takes years to grow big arms. Otherwise, my physique has definitely gotten more dialed in as I've run this program and I've changed my eating and recovery. I've noticed, even though I'm at a higher technical body weight, I'm still noticing that I've gotten leaner and bigger. So definitely some slight changes happening in terms of leanness, even at a higher body fat, technically. Or, well, technically, I'm losing body fat and gaining muscle, so I'm kind of recompositioning at the same weight. So I'm around 78 to 80 kg usually right now, and that I'm kind of working around that range, and I'm kind of recompositioning my body. So that has been going well, and I've noticed the changes, especially in like physique posts that I've done, that my physique is basically better at a higher body fat percentage, or where I would be at a higher body fat percentage before. Um, but I'm kind of training for longevity right now, and that's my main focus right now. And just training with patience and really not going overboard and going on a bulk because I don't really enjoy it. And I'm kind of just recompositioning because I'm very happy with my physique in a sense, but I just want to improve upon this physique where I'm at right now. So I feel like recomposition just makes sense at my level of training as an intermediate right now. My physique's definite condition right now is pretty okay. My arm size is probably the weakest part of my body, and that's my main thing that I want to grow is my arms. Of course, I want to grow everything else, but my arms is like the main point I'm focusing on. My strong points are my legs and back probably, but I don't mind if they grow more as I go on. Otherwise, I've changed a few movements in my program, but it's nothing like crazy. I've added some upright rows and maybe some pullovers back into my program that I used to have before, since I was kind of not doing things maybe optimally because I was doing a lot of exercise. How hard to fit into my scheduling programming because I was doing so much. I felt like volume, chunk volume in a sense. I think definitely the key is like I wouldn't say you have to be perfect. Like it's just about learning your body and coming to terms and kind of trying stuff out. I'm definitely trying a lot of stuff out right now when it comes to training and kind of just learning my body and see what my body responds to and what happens. Um, and that's where consistency is important, and you don't give up so easily. Like you need to try stuff out and give stuff time, especially at an intermediate level if we're talking intermediate advanced people. But yeah, as I said, I was already recomping and I'm building my arms. I'm not really chasing the bulk phases right now, and I'm just trying to build an aesthetic, sustainable physique because lean. I wouldn't say like lean is law in a sense, like, but it definitely helps to be lean, especially for somebody who's making content. And honestly, I just feel better at where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to grow, and I'm able to still push myself because my recovery and eating and everything is on point. So basically, I feel that resting optimally is definitely key. I would say for muscle growth, your hormones staying injury free, and honestly, when you're recovering, this is like sleep, having enough rest, stretching, walking, even your mind, letting your mind reset, and that includes everything. And overtraining is definitely something I used to do a lot, and I used to do a lot of junk volume, which definitely led to a lot of time wasted and a lot of energy wasted. Kind of like training. Maybe I wasn't sore every session, but like I was definitely doing a lot of junk that wasn't really doing anything for my time. So I'm definitely dialing in on that. I'm saving a ton of time, making more progress than ever. And just because I've done it in the recovery as well, I'm able to actually grow better and recover better, even between hard, intense sessions. And you grow outside of the gym, not in the gym specifically. With beginners specifically, you can get away with a lot. Like you don't really have to try dial in everything. You don't have to be perfect at all as a beginner. You can just make gains. But when you get to the intermediate advanced stage, that's usually when like you have to really start programming. You have to program intensity, volume. You have to think about everything you're doing properly and make things proper. And it's the same thing, recovery mindset, focusing on the way your form is, emphasizing progressive overload and recovery management. These are so important if you've trained over a year. Specifically, I would say once you get to the 2 to 3 year stage and 4 year stage, that's where you can start doing stuff like that I'm doing right now more, which is more like recomping. You have a good physique, solid field physique built up. The most important question I would ask is, are you actually like chasing progress and are you actually making progress, or are you just training for the sake of training and maybe you think you're making progress in the long term, but you're not actually making progress as fast as you could? So basically, those are my current goals and my physique, and what I've currently been thinking about recovery and applying from recovery is dialing in sleep, nutrition, your training, making your time useful, really taking time to rest and let my body recover and train properly and not waste time. And basically train hard, recover harder. Let me know in the comments what you're training right now, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching the video. If there's a will, there's a way. God bless.